when I got 29, I kind of said to myself, I'm done. I don't think I need to push on because I didn't think I was able to get world record. But after watching more people supporting other runners, it only fueled me to want to like push myself further. So I did. I continued, and I managed to get that 59 mark down to a 52. Then once I was very close to world record at the time was set by Aaron, and that was a 29:50. I managed to tie world record twice, which is kind of annoying because I was hoping I was going to get that 4x. But it did happen eventually. I did get the 4x. It was a 48. I was incredibly over the moon getting the world record for it. I never thought that I would be able to achieve such a crazy feat. But then there was another runner who was creeping up behind me, Vendrick, who got a 49. So he was only 1 second off of me. At that point, I thought, well, I should probably push on because he may well beat my world record. So I see what happens, and I actually got a crazy run. I don't know how, but I got a 42. And yeah, that's pretty much the history of my my journey.
Good morning, PlayStation Nation. This is JJ Fox Legacy, the current world record holder in Silent Hill's most competitive category, New Game Easy. JJ set a new record last month, a time of 29 minutes 42 seconds, and was kind enough to answer some questions I had about his history with speedrunning.
So my speedrun journey began back when I created my Twitch account, which was in August of 2022. I was already a big fan of other speedrunners like Fungo, Borizel, and Aneternal Enigma. They had their own fantastic times with Silent Hill games in general, so I knew when I started my Twitch I would want to try my hands on speedrunning Silent Hill 1, as I already knew the game pretty well from when I was a kid. That's basically where it started.
I asked what pulled him into this category, New Game Easy.
When I started New Game Easy, I kind of didn't really know what I was doing. I would just imitate a video to the best I could, memorizing the route, all the items. So for a while I was kind of clueless. I was getting some help from people in the community. I met some pretty good runners at the time. I met Cypress, Ed Durando, Vapex, and of course Borizel. They really helped me out with correct optimization of what to do. And yeah, I was slowly climbing the board. And my first goal was really to possibly get like 20th place or something like that. Managed to get up further. I got to 10th, and then yeah, I hit the 30-minute mark, and that's when the real grind starts. I think what separates a good runner from a top runner, a good runner will get to like a 30-minute mark, but a top level runner will get like a 30-20 and below. We'll usually grind that down to like the single digits basically, until you get to the next big hurdle, which is the 29 club. There are a lot of parts to the run you have to do optimally to really grind down those numbers to even get close to a 29. I'll give you a couple examples. The first one, the bridge control room, aka BCR. It's a very small room. It's very hard to control. If you mess up your movement in this room, you can hit the railing, or you can completely miss the control panel. And also, there's a lot of like lag in this room. The FPS dips very, very low, so it just makes this room very difficult to pull off optimally. The next part of the run you want to pull off optimally is the nurse skip. Very tricky to do because there's a lot of RNG involved. Either you'll push her out the way, or she'll just stand there and like stone, and you basically can't get past her. When it fails, it's unavoidable, and you'll just lose a whole bunch of time, so you kind of want to get this down perfect. So the last big challenge of the run is basically Romper. 3 things can happen in this run. 1, you can either pull it off perfectly and it's all dandy, no issues. But 2 other unfortunate things can happen. He can jump, grab you if you are bad with your movement. Or he can literally just stand still, which is like the biggest troll.
New Game Easy is quite a bit more popular than any other category on the leaderboard.
I'd say with New Game Easy, it's quite straightforward category compared to other runs like UFO or 10 star, the really difficult ones. You have a glitch later you have to perform like midway through, which is the Romper glitch, which is quite tricky. If you are having trouble with Romper, or if you're like a new runner and you want to start the game but you're too intimidated by the glitch, then I would definitely recommend doing like on all bosses. You'll learn more about the game in general, and it's glitchless, so it's pretty straightforward. You just have to kill, all the bosses, and yeah, it's a good place to start.
JJ now has the record in the most competitive category, and has very good times in other categories. What are his plans for the future with this game?
As for my plans for Silent Hill, I'm probably going to just do more New Game Easy just to see if I could possibly get anything else to happen, because who knows. Probably do some UFO and venture off in some other categories. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I do also want to get into other retro games, maybe just exploring some old classics, trying to find that next speed run and get that itch to want to grind it and yeah, pursue and maybe get some other world records for different games.
Finally, I always like to ask people about their thoughts on the future of this hobby.
What I think the future of speedrunning will be, well, I think it will just grow more mainstream. More people will pick up the hobby. Possibly, fresh eyes will come in, discover new strats, things that were not discovered before. Maybe reignite old runs, you could say. But I think it's only really up from here when it comes to speedrunning. More people will get involved, communities will grow, and yeah, more eyes the better.
Be sure to catch JJ Fox Legacy's Twitch streams to follow him through his speedrunning journey. Also subscribe to his YouTube channel, linked below. Subscribe for more PlayStation speedrunning news. And as always, show some support for the PlayStation Nation.